Hello everyone, welcome to Python learning series for network engineers. Here in this video we'll see how to install Nexus 9000V image into EVE-NG environment. And after that we'll see how to enable API, then how to initiate API connection from Python and get the output. So I'll be creating more videos on Nexus API automation. This is the first video. In the subsequent videos in Nexus series, we'll see what is json-rpc, how to send configuration, how to execute show commands, parse the show commands using API, then how to explore Nexus, RESTconf and netconf APIs using YangSuite. So first, to install Nexus, you need to download the Nexus qemu image from this location. You can verify the MD5 of the image. It is 5744. I have already downloaded and kept it in this location. So this is same file. To verify the MD5 in Linux, you can execute MD5 sum and image name. File size is around 2 GB, so you can see that it is same from cisco.com site. That means image is not corrupted during the download, so it is same. Now to install that, we'll go to the official site of EVE-NG. So here the folder name should start with this. Based on this naming convention, EVE-NG detects individual device, so this is mandatory. So for 9K images you need to start the folder name with this. After that you can give any identifier. I already have created a directory with this name. I have added -demo here because I already have an image with 9310, and if you see the image name should be sata.qemu2, so you need to rename the file to sata.qemu2. I have created a directory here, nxos v9k-, then you can give some identifier. Then I copied and pasted this file and the content is having sata.qemu2. Now we need to copy this file to EVE-NG. So I already have a FileZilla SFTP connection. You can copy using SCP or any other copying mechanism. I'm going to use SFTP. So 0.12 is my EVE-NG IP. This is the credential. I'll click on Quick Connect. So I have successfully connected to EVE-NG, and left side I have my demo directory where I kept all the files. Now here in the EVE-NG I need to go to, let us go to the documentation first. OPT unetlab addons qemu. This is where we need to go and put our image, and here they are copying and then renaming it, but we have already renamed it, so we can just copy as it is. So I'll go to OPT unetlab addons qemu. So here you should be able to see the file nxos 9k9310. so I have added additional demo here, so I can just copy and paste it. So file is getting copied to EVE-NG. Now in the meantime we need to set the permission to run the file. So I can copy this command. I'll initiate ssh root EVE-NG server. I'm logging into EVE-NG server 0.12, and once copying is completed, I'll execute the command, fixpermission command. Okay, it is successful. Now you can see even the device spec here. This require minimum 8 GB RAM and 2 physical CPUs. Now we'll go to our EVNG. 0.12 is my EVNG. I'll log in. Here I'll click on add object, select node, and I'll search for Cisco Nexus. Yeah, Cisco nxos v9K. And here you can see the RAM and CPU. And I'm giving only 8 interfaces. Click on save. I'll connect the management interface to the lab subnet, management 0. I'll save it and power on the device. So now device is booting up. Once it is booted up, we will set the interface, management interface IP, enable API, and we'll see how to initiate API connection from Python. So it will take more than 5 minutes to boot up. So I will pause the video here. Now device is booted up successfully. It is prompting for about auto provisioning. I'll give yes. So do you want to enforce secure password standard? If I give yes, we need to give the password based on the policy. I'll give no here because since it is a testing environment, I can just give a normal password admin. So I'll give password as admin. And would you like to enter basic config? I'll give no. We'll configure it manually. So now it is prompting for username and password. I'll give admin. Now we'll configure the device. So first we'll configure management 0 interface. IP address 192.168.0.201 I'll give for this /24 and no shut. Then we'll go to the VRF context. VRF context management. This is by default having a VRF context management. Then there we need to add a IP route. IP route 0/0 192.168.0.254 is my gateway. Now we'll try to ping to this IP 201. I'm able to reach. Let me try initiating SSH. Now I'm able to access even the SSH. Now to enable the API, we need to execute feature NX API. So this is getting enabled on HTTPS port. That means it will be running on 443. And before saving the config, we need to set the boot. So to set the boot, first we'll check the image name. I'll give dir bootflash, and we can see the image name here. Boot nxos, then bootflash and image name. If you don't give this, in the next reboot this will go into bootloader mode and it won't boot automatically. Once image verification is completed, we can save the config using copy running config to startup config. Now we'll see how to access API. For that, I'll open the browser 0.201. Since it is using self-signed certificate, we are getting this error. But in production, it is recommended to use a valid CA signed certificate. Advanced, accept risk and continue. I'll give admin. And now we are able to successfully open API. Here we have multiple options like NXAPI-CLI, NXAPI REST, then retconf. We'll look into all that in later videos. Now here you can see by default the message format is json-rpc. RPC is a remote procedure call. It is a standard protocol for server to client communication. And in command type we can see multiple methods. Under json-rpc we have CLI ASCII and CLI array. Same way for JSON we have CLI show, CLI conf and bash. We will look into all this later. And here even we have a yang, retconf yang, and to access that we have a yang suite available from Cisco. We'll see that as well. Now we'll just execute a simple show command. I'll give CLI itself, and to see the supported commands I can open this command reference. So this is opening from the local switch itself. We'll execute this command, show hardware. You can see by default this will be parsing and giving the output. All these outputs will be getting. So let us execute that. Show hardware. And based on the command, you can see here json-rpc, the CLI, the command will change. If I give show version here, you can see it will automatically get changed. And if you look into the Python code, here the URL, you can see here they are adding this as HTTP, but you need to add HTTPS. We'll see that now. And json-rpc version 2.0 method CLI, because the method what we are selecting is CLI. All this we'll see in the upcoming videos in detail, but now we will just simply run this. Once I run it, I'm getting the output, and you can see the output is in a structured format. It is not a plain text output. And here we have other options like CLI ASCII. If I give it in this way, CLI ASCII, I'll be getting it in a plain text format. This will be useful when you already have some parsing mechanism, and if you want to convert only the communication method to API. At time you can initiate API, get the output and apply your existing parsing logic. But we will use CLI itself. And let us go to Python 3. We'll copy this code and put it into PyCharm. I'll open PyCharm. I'll create a new Python file here. 01 Nexus intro. I'll paste the entire script here. And here now we are not using any SSL certificates, so we can remove this part. It is not mandatory. Later we'll look into how to use SSL certificates. So I'll delete all this, and here even we have a condition saying that if client cert auth is false, they are using, here you can see the URL value, it is HTTP, but we don't need all this logic for now, at least for our initial testing. So I'll delete all this, and we'll just simply initiate an API connection. Here I need to give the credential, username, password, HTTPS. This has to be HTTPS. And here if we try to run this as it is, we'll get the SSL validation error because we are connecting to HTTPS site. We'll try running this. Print response. So we are getting SSL validation error. So to handle that, what we can do is, here we'll give, this is the request modules functionality. Like for the post method, if you want to skip SSL validation, you can give verify equal to false. Now let us try running this. We are getting the output. So this output is going to be same as what we have received here. Now if you want to see this in a structured format, so here they're already importing these two libraries, so we'll import from pprint, import pprint, and we'll try to do a pprint of this. This is because I'm using untrusted certificate in my Nexus. I'm getting this error because Python is not trusting this particular SSL handshake. Now if you want to remove that, that also can be done using request module. So I'll put that code as well here. But this is not the recommended way. Like you need to have valid SSL certificate in the device if it is production. So now that error is gone. I'm getting the entire output in API in JSON format. Now we will have a look into the data whatever we are receiving. Now I'm giving a .json here. If I remove that and if I try to print this output, this is a response. This is a request object. If I try to print type of response, this is going to be a request object. Now, and if you see the methods available, we can get many other options. Like if you want to get the status code, So status code is 200. 200 means it is successful. So you should be able to see that status. Yeah. When you try to hit from postman, you should be able to see that. Same way, if you want to get this in a text format, this will be returning data in a plain string format. And if you try to convert this into JSON, now let us try printing the type of response. So now this is a Python data format. It is in dictionary format. Now let us see how to do a basic parsing in it. I'll remove pprint and delete this as well. Now this is in a proper dictionary format. So let us just try to do some basic parsing. So I'll do a print here itself, and the response whatever I'm receiving, and this response is having a key called result. So I'll give result here, and inside result I have a key called body. I'll give body. Then after that we can get any data. We will try getting some specific data. So we'll try getting this kickstart version string. I'll copy this, put it here. We'll try running it. Now I'm getting this particular value. I have converted this into a dictionary using .json, and now I'm printing. Same way we'll try to get some more details. We'll try getting this name as well. I'll press Ctrl D, copy this. So we can see even the boot image name now. So in this way you can get any data. We don't have to do any kind of manual parsing, because if you see here in this document, they have given all the data structure. I'll log into the device. So entire data structure they have given. So you just need to take all this. So we have taken all these data. So same way, all these show commands you can just get it in a structured format using Nexus API. So in the upcoming videos we'll see more details about all this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.